Hi everybody, this is Harjeet here. So if you can hear me, hear my voice, please type something on chat window. Are you able to hear me? Guys, I think there is some issue. Bharani is able to hear me. Hi Biru. Hi Subhendu. Hi Vivi. Okay, great. I think everybody is able to hear me. Bharani, are you having some issue while joining webinar? Okay, there is some live concert happening just outside the window. So please bear with me. Okay, Bharani, are you having some technical issue? Vivi is disconnected. Okay, Yogesh is not able to join. Okay, Bharani, I have told my support team to just get connected with him. Okay, YV is I think also having some technical issue. YV is back, I guess. Okay, great. So can you tell me now if everybody is able to hear me and everybody is able to, see my screen? YV, I think the message that you have sent is quite old. Okay, I'm able to see the screen. Okay, I think everybody is able to hear me. These messages are jumbled up. Okay, great. So shall we start? Oh, there is a huge delay in messages. That's why everybody's like, okay, great. We'll start. So, so this is like how you can contact us. So you can contact us through Skype, email, or phone. The Skype ID is azureka.hadoop, and our email is hadoop@azureka.in. And you can call us at this number +91 888 0862 004. So guys, if you have any questions after this class, you can contact us using these modes. So this is what we have discussed till now. Week 1, it was introduction to HDFS. Week 2 was about how to set up a Hadoop cluster. Week 3 was about MapReduce basics and how to run MapReduce jobs and how to write MapReduce jobs. Week 4 was about Pig and week 5 was about Hive. In week 6 we had discussed about HBase. Week 7, which was last week, we had discussed about Zookeeper and Scoop. And this time we are going to have some project discussions. I think everybody among you had requested for this session specifically. So, on public demand, we have we have come up with this session. Okay. Oh my God. There seems to be some issue. Okay, this is the problem statement. This is the problem statement. I think there is some, the slides have got shuffled because of some mistake. But this is how we are going to start. This is the problem statement. So the problem that we are going to target is that, whatever Times Magazine. I think everybody is aware of Times Magazine. What is Times Magazine? Uday, Subbu, Rohit, YV. You are aware what is the Times Magazine? Great. So Time magazine every now and then tries to find out people who are most influential in India or who are most influential in US or in whole world. So a few days back, these guys said that Sonia Gandhi, which is a known fact, is most influential in India, in women, most influential woman in India. And I think everybody here agrees to that point. So we'll also find out a way to find out most influential people in India or most influential women in India. So we'll see that how to find out a most influential celebrity. So you guys are with me? You are interested in this problem? You're interested to solve this problem? You want to know how to do this thing? Okay, great. Baivi and Rohit are only interested people. What about others? Biru is just okay. Guys, I want a quick answer. If you are not interested, we will not continue with this thing. So that means you are not interested in project discussion. Yogesh is saying, of course we are interested. Okay, Yogesh, thanks for response. So we will find out a way that how to solve this problem using Hadoop. Okay. So, sir, there is a different kind of data. You will see different kind of data. You can see data from newspapers, like what newspapers are talking about, or you can see the crowd in front of a particular celebrity's house. There are different kind of data that you can see. You can see the TRP of a show or popularity of a movie to find out how popular a celebrity is. But there is one more very interesting way to find out this thing, that is Twitter. So Twitter has some mechanism which enables these celebrities like Amitabh Bachchan, Jessica Alba, and the photo here is like Jessica Alba's photo. I like her actually a lot. So that's why I have put her photo here. So celebrities like Jessica Alba, Angelina Jolie, and Jennifer Aniston they have their Twitter account. Their fans will follow them there, and whatever tweet they put, they will retweet it, or they will like it, or they will do some activity on that tweet, right? So we can use Twitter to find out the most followed celebrity or most influential celebrity. So if Barack Obama gives a news on his Twitter account, you will see many people retweeting his tweet. So, because he's famous, because, whatever he says matters a lot to people, who are doing business, and matter a lot to people like you and me, matter a lot to India also, right? So we want to find out that who is the celebrity whose messages are most retweeted. Okay, so by that way we are going to try to say that this is the celebrity. Barack Obama's messages are most retweeted, so he's most influential person according to Twitter. If Sachin's or Amitabh Bachchan's messages are most retweeted messages, we can say that these are most influential people in Bollywood, because people like whatever they say on Twitter. People want to spread whatever they say on Twitter. So you guys are with me on this thing? You guys understood whatever I am trying to say you? What I'm trying to convey you? Great. Okay, great. So Twitter has taken, we have specifically chosen Twitter here. So as I told, there could have been other kinds of data like newspaper data or TV TRP data we could have taken. So the best method that I could find out was Twitter data to discuss this kind of popularity thing. So I have chosen Twitter data. So there is nothing much actually to this is just a text. So problem definition I have already explained to you. I don't want to go through a formal problem definition, because before this session we had committed you guys that this will be majorly a practical session, not only theoretical and all that session. So that's why I'm not going to go into definitions for this thing? Okay, great. So this is what we are going to do today. There is Twitter, which have lots of data, and we are going to get data with the help of Flume into HDFS. Flume is a tool which will help you get data from different sources, different source to a sink, means to endpoint. Like here, the source sink is HDFS. So we'll pull data from Twitter into HDFS, and then we'll process that data using Hive. So are you guys interested to solve this problem? Like, does it look a bit interesting to you? Like, you will pull data, live data from Twitter, and you will dump that data into HDFS. Then we'll load that data into Hive, and then we will analyze that data. It looks exciting, right? Arpan says it looks exciting. Yeah, I will do that. Great. So there is some excitement that we have built. Okay, now, okay. YV is saying, can we explain Flume? So YV, Flume is something external to Hadoop system. That's why we didn't discuss it as part of the course. But for this example, for this project, Flume is required. So, I'll be explaining you Flume practically. Flume is some tool, some piece of software which helps you get data from many sources into HDFS or to some other database or some other place. You can pull data from any place and put it to any other place. So here we will pull data from Twitter and put it into HDFS. So Flume is a software piece to do that kind of work. So you are clear, YV? Yeah, we can pull data from Facebook, we can pull data from Orkut also. But nobody uses Orkut these days. Great. Arpit has a question. He's asking me what is difference between Flume and Thrift. Arpit, Thrift, Thrift helps you convert one language code to other language. So if you want to call C++ code from Java or SQL, you will use Thrift. So Flume you use when you want to transfer data from Twitter like source to HDFS. So is it clear? There is a huge difference, I would say. They are not even related things. Okay, great. So we are clear, we'll move ahead. Okay. First of all, we need, so now from here, our practical stuff starts. First of all, we need to download Apache Flume. Okay. So what I have done, I have already kept it for download. Okay, I need to log into this machine. I had already kept for download. So we'll directly start. Great, it's download. Great. I'll go to the folder in which it is here. I'll unzip it. Okay. Okay, it is unzipped. Great. Now I will do what I will do. This is into which folder? Home Cloudera Apache Flume. Okay, great. I'll open a terminal. I will open a terminal and I will log in as root. I will log in as root and I will copy that files we have. First I will make a directory. Make directory which should use a lib and Flume. File exists. Okay, it is already installed. It is already installed. That's not a good thing. Okay, guys, this is some old version of Flume which we won't be able to use. So we'll make a new directory for this thing. We'll name it Flume NG, Flume New Generation. Sorry, I have to make directory. Okay, so now I will copy whatever I have downloaded. Cloudera Apache Flume. I will copy whatever I have downloaded from this folder to that folder. Oh, sorry. Again, some mistake happened. Omitting. Just a minute. Okay, great. It is copied. Okay. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, now what we have to do? We'll go into PPT. We'll see the steps. Okay, we have downloaded it. Now, we have unzipped the contents, and now we have to create a environment file for that. Environment file for Flume. Okay, where it is. And under this there are different files. Flume. So this file is very similar to that environment file that we see in Hadoop. It contains environment properties that will be used by Flume. That's the only difference. So this is a template configuration that is already provided by Flume. This is a default configuration, and we are making just a duplicate file for that. Just making a duplicate configuration for that. I'll show you the content of that thing. We are going to change that configuration file completely. Okay, these are the contents of this file. Here you need to tell that where is your Java installed, all those things, same thing. Okay, where is insert? Yeah, oh God. I'll open it using gedit. That is a better way to do. Okay. Now we'll see that where is our this thing installed, Java installed. Guys, we have copied this user home. You guys are you guys trying this thing? Are you guys trying this thing currently on your machine? Guys, please respond. Okay, nobody is trying. Okay, but I will suggest that to see this thing completely. We will, finish it from here, and then you please go ahead and try this thing. Okay, guys? Great. So, minimize it. Okay, we have changed that file, and now what? Now we have to, there is one. Okay, I have probably copied it to wrong file. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I had named it wrongly. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I forgot to mention env in the name. Okay, now I will remove this file. Again, mistake. This is a script file. Okay. Remove the other file. Okay, so earlier I had given a wrong name by mistake. So now I have changed it to flume env.sh because it's an environment file, right? So now there is one more file that we have to create, that is Flume configuration file. In that we will tell that where to read data from and where to put data, and we'll mention all those things. Just give me 1 minute. So this is the step actually that we are going to try. So this is in this step, this is a Flume configuration file. In this we are going to tell that, the source is Twitter and the sink is HDFS. Sink means that where you want to store the data to, and what is the class that we have to use, all these things, and on what path on HDFS you want to store, and there are different configurations, that what will be the batch size, how many tweets will be stored in one file, and there are different parameters, how to connect with the Twitter, consumer key for that, access token. All these things we are going to discuss in coming slides. I'm going to practically do this thing and show you. So there is one more thing, Twitter.keywords. So Twitter.keywords mean that all the tweets which have these words, we should get it from Twitter and put it into HDFS. All the tweets that will have these words, we'll pull those tweets. Okay, so I need this file. I'll need this file. I'll copy away Flume and G and conf. Okay, flumeng.conf, flumeconf dot property. There's a template file that is given by Flume already. Okay, so what we can do is like we can use that template file to do this thing, but there is a problem with that I'm going to tell you now. Okay, I have copied that template file. So this file actually reads data from a log server to the local machine. Okay. Okay, this file reads data from a sequence generator to a logger. So we don't need all these things. We need a specific file. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I have this file. Either we have to build this whole file by ourselves. We are not going to do this thing because there will be at least, as you saw in the slide, there are at least 20-30 properties that we have to set. It will take a lot of time. By that, I have already built a log file that I'm going to send you from other system. We will use that log file, that properties file in this thing. Just be with me for 1 minute. Guys, do you have any questions till now? I'm asking my support team to mail that file to me, and you can ask for this file from support team also. Okay, great, they are doing it. Okay, this is the configuration file. We'll copy this. We'll copy this complete file. And we'll paste it into okay, where are downloads? Okay, great. It needs to be copied in flume.conf file. So you copied the whole contents here. Okay, so now I will tell you. Okay, there is one question. Yes, we have to create flume.conf for each source, Sarpan. In one flume.conf, if you can mention multiple sources, then that is also fine. But for each source, you have to tell that these are the places that where you want to fetch data from. Okay, great. I'll replace it with the local host because we don't have DNS mapping here. Great, great. We have this file ready now. I'll explain you the meaning of this file. So here we are telling that our agent Hadoop, Flume works something on something called agents. So it deploys agents to fetch data for it. So here we have kept the agent name as Twitter agent. So for this Twitter agent, you can mention it anything. You can mention your name, anything, any name you can mention. For this Twitter agent, the source name is Twitter and the sink name is HDFS. Since sink main is where your data will be stored, and there is something called channel. Channel means where the intermediate data will be stored. Before putting to HDFS and after getting data from Twitter, in between where the data will be put, that is mem channel. And then there are properties of Twitter that this is the class that we'll be using for Twitter as Twitter source, and this is the mem channel for that, and there is consumer key. This thing I will explain you in shortly. And these are the keywords we will use. These are keywords which will be part of what do you call that, tweets, which will be fetching. So this is where the data will be stored. It will be stored on HDFS, for which the name node will be running on this thing, and this will be the port for that thing. And I think the name node port can be different also. In our case, I'm not sure what is the port for name node here. Okay, I think here it is 8020 only. My support team is telling me that. Okay, these are different other properties, which I can tell you a bit later also. So we have saved this file, and I'm closing this file. Great. Okay. I'll log out also. So we have put this thing in flume.conf file. Okay. Now next step is that we want Twitter consumer key and secret. Okay, I need this thing. So for that, I will log into dev.twitter.com/apps. I log into Twitter. Okay, I have only one app that is registered to this thing. I was actually yesterday trying whatever I'm going to show you today. So for that I had created an app. So you can create okay, I'll create a new app and show you. Create a new app. There you can put any name for that new app, say feed analysis Eureka. So you can put any description, you can put same description, you can put any website. So register here. R153 space. Okay, I'm not able to understand it. It's probably K. Is it B? Yeah, K B H E D X, and that is capital X. Okay. Okay, our app is created with the name Feed Analysis Edureka, and we have got consumer key and consumer secret here, but we have not got token and all that, access token and all. If you see our this thing, we need these four things. We need consumer key, we need consumer secret, we need access token, we need access token secret also. That thing has not yet been generated. Okay, so we'll generate that using this thing. Okay, so after clicking this thing, it will say your OAuth access token has been successfully generated. Then I need to go to OS tool. At that place, I'll get everything. I'll copy, paste these things here. Okay. Okay, done. So here our file is ready. Okay. Let me see if there are any questions by now. Where is my question window? Okay, any questions by now? You guys are clear what we are trying to do? Okay, great. Everybody is clear. Guys, can you put a message? Whosoever has not put it. Okay, great. Okay. This thing is ready now. And now we need to, do some Flume related, uh, we have to start Flume. Or we can do setup Hive also. Okay, let me see what we can do first. Okay, one more thing we have to do is that so we have to generate, we had mentioned a folder name there, right? So we have to create that folder also. Okay, great. We have created a folder there. Now one more thing we have to do here is that we have to there's one jar that comes. I will also ask my support team to send that to me. Guys, I'm currently working with my support team to get that jar. Okay. Okay, we have found that jar, and my team is sharing that with me. Great. Yeah. Okay. Subhendu is saying that probably messages are not being delivered. Okay. Yeah, there is some delay happening today in receiving messages. Many people have complained about it. Okay. Great. So you can. So this file actually contains a code which which will help you pull data from Twitter to your local system. This is a Flume related file, so we'll not get into the coding details of this thing. So I'll put this file there. Put this file into, okay, I'll put it here, and through command prompt will copy this file from home and then Cloudera. Sourcing. Okay. To user lib flume ng. We'll copy it here. So then we'll add this thing to Flume's class path. User lib what? Flume. Okay. Okay. If you see here, there is one last column where we have to mention the class path of Flume. So we'll mention this class path. User lib flume ng, and then what is the name of that file? User lib flume and what is that? Sources where Okay, great. Okay, now we have mentioned the class path also. Close it. Okay. Now we'll try to run Flume and pull data into HDFS. User lib Flume ng, and then what are the files under it? Bin, and then Flume ng, and then agent, and then agent name. So do you know what is the agent name? I had mentioned it. Guys, we had mentioned agent name. Yeah, great, Yogesh. Twitter agent is the agent name. So we had mentioned it here, right? In class, I'll show you. Where did we store our Flume configuration file? Okay, I think there is some issue. Okay, we'll again store it. Flume ng, and then there is a conf folder. So we had a configuration file, this file. Uh, uh, so we have to put these things again. Okay, now this file is ready. So if you mentioned, we had mentioned, this is the agent that we are creating. So name of the agent is Twitter agent. We are trying to run it, right? Where did we run it? Twitter agent, yes. Okay. We mention the configuration file. Okay, it has given me an error. It is saying me that class Cloudera. Okay, what is that? Class not found. Okay. We had given that class name, right? This thing we have mentioned. Okay, we'll give the source path directly. Home directory. Home Cloudera. Okay. I think it will have some issue because there is space in the name. We'll change the name. Okay. Okay, great. I've done it till now. Now the problem should not reoccur. Okay. It's not able to. I think they have provided the wrong jar then. Let me see the content of that. Twitter source class is there. It is still not showing. Okay. Is there any permissions issue? I think there can be some permissions issue. Home Cloudera. Yes, there is permission issue. There is some permission issue. Okay, let us copy it somewhere else. Copy it in the to root directory. I won't be able to write it to root directory. So okay, there is one more solution to this thing. We'll put this file directly into the lib folder of Flume. The lib and FlumeNG and then lib. Do we have that file here? Yeah, now we have that file here. Okay, now I don't think that problem should persist. Yeah. Now everything is fine, guys. It is trying to make a connection with the Twitter. It has made a connection with Twitter, and now it is fetching data from Twitter. It should be able to fetch data from Twitter. Okay. Try moving quotes from ClassPath. Okay, Arpan was saying that probably it was not working because there were quotes around ClassPath. Thanks, Arpan. Oh my God, we are not able to connect to HDFS. More problems. Okay, we are not able to connect to HDFS. Let's see what is the problem. Okay. Let's try to find out on which node our HDFS is running. On which port our HDFS is running. Conf and then what? Okay, it is It's just running on the same port, 8020. Still there is an issue. Okay. Okay, let's do one more thing. Okay, on. Con. Yeah, this is the problem. We had mentioned here local host first time, and second time we forgot to mention local host here. Great. Okay, so now I'll restart our okay, still waiting. Okay, great. We have started to receive data. You can see here, creating HDFS localhost, this thing. We have started to pull data, and slowly it will get data about things. So what Plume does, it will pull data from that place, and until unless the size of the batch is 1000, it will maintain that data into temp folder. So this is a temp folder that it has created, and this is the folder that we had given user Plume tweets. If you notice here, we had mentioned that store data in users Plume tweets, and put them, by year, month, and day and hour. Store the data using this thing. So until unless it gets 1000 feeds, from Twitter, it will maintain a temporary file. We can see the temporary file. This is the data that we have received currently. Currently, it has not received any data from Twitter. That's why. It should have received by now. Actually, I have killed this job. There is no, there is no problem from job perspective, but I have killed it. I just wanted to check few things. Okay, keywords this in. We'll add some other keywords like then we'll try to fetch data. Arpan, you can fetch any kind of data. The data that we are trying to fetch here is JSON format data. The format of the data is JSON. So you can fetch any kind of data. It's not like that it is only fetching text or whatever. Arpan, there was no problem in HDFS configuration. When I was doing Flume configuration, I had mentioned this thing Hadoop 1, but I should have mentioned local host, because in our cluster there is no name, there is no node with name Hadoop 1. Okay, I'm waiting for data to come. I think there is some. Finally, a error. Capacity full, committing more frequently. Take list of memory transaction. Okay, leave it. I hope there is no problem with our keys. Guys, hello. Guys, are you able to hear me? Okay. So, guys, can we take a 10-minute break? Okay, we'll take a 10-minute break and then we'll again merge. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, we'll take a 10-minute break and then we'll again meet. We'll see that what exactly is the issue. Hi everybody, so we are back. Are you able to hear me? Please post a message. Okay, YV is back. Biru is back. Hi everybody, are you able to hear me? Okay, great. Great, you are able to hear me. So actually we were seeing there is some technical issue, that may take a bit longer for us to resolve. So that I had actually tried these things yesterday night, and now when I'm trying it on different machine, then I'm having some issues. So what I had done at that time, that I have loaded some data from Twitter at the time from my machine. I have some sample data with me. So, we will resolve this issue and we will get back to you on this particular issue. Because it was not throwing any exception, I don't know, it's currently difficult to find out the solution, immediately. So what I have done is, like, I have loaded some data. I have some data already with me. I'll show you. Yesterday night I worked on it and I have some data, which I collected some time back with me, this is the Twitter data, again the Twitter data. As I discussed, this data is about, this data is a JSON data about different, feeds that are coming for Twitter. If the data will come out from Twitter, it will be like this. That's what I mean to say. So we will use this data to complete our today's task. On the specific problem, we'll get back to you. So we'll see. We'll first try to understand what is the meaning of this data, because it looks a bit quite dirty. I'll copy this data to this site. This site helps me, to actually, it will format this data and it will help me understand what exactly are the contents of this data. Okay. So what this site does is, like, it is telling that this is the tweet, actual tweet, 5 ways to boost marketing revenue with big data, and location is not there. Is it retweeted? No. In reply to screen name, null. There is some information attached with about this this tweet. There is lots of things you can see: created on date, profile, background color, name of the person who had sent this ad query. So there are, and verified, this message is verified or not, and description. So there are lots of things that come as part of the feed. So we'll take some more examples. Okay, this is another feed that we can take probably. Where does it end? Okay. Yeah, it should end here. We'll copy this thing and again trying to, I'll show you what are the contents of this thing. Okay. So now these are the new contents. What is the text? Brand new Hadoop weekly with the new Azkaban giraffe at the rate. This is the text. So these are the tweets. These are the contents of tweets. So what we need to do is that this data was supposed to come into HDFS. So our that Flume part couldn't work properly. So what we'll do, that we'll load ourselves this data into HDFS. So we'll do Hadoop fs minus put this data stop project. So tweets, we'll put it into which folder you want to put. I'll put it into any folder like home, Harjeet, Twitter. We have put this data into Twitter. We'll see the content of this data. Wait, sorry. These are the contents of this file, right? Whatever we saw. It's very difficult to find out from here. But this was the last tweet. You can see last tweet: big data gets personal, MIT technology review. So this is the data that we have. So we have to now create a Hive table to load this data. Okay. So before I create a Hive table, there is a one thing that I have to do. The data is in JSON format. So normally what you might have seen that your data will be in comma separated or tab separated format, right? So if you want to load data from JSON format, into Hive table, you need a serialization deserialization jar to read data from JSON and tell Hive that this is the format. This is how to read that data, right, guys? Guys, can you keep on putting some message on the chat window? Arpan, I'm seeing only your message, man. Okay, right. Rohit is also there. Okay, great. You guys are here. So we need to tell Hive that load data using this code. So what we'll do, we'll add this. Are you able to hear me now, Bharani? Okay, great. Home, Cloudera, and then there is what is there? What is the path of that thing? Home, Cloudera, desktop, Hive project, and then what? And there is something called so there is this file, JSON Saturday. Okay. Okay, I have to tell it that it is what? It is jar or what? Okay, this file is added. now we'll, now anything which has JSON format, Hive will use this file to read the contents of that file, sorry. So what will we do? We have this file, right? We have put it into this thing. So we have to now create a table, right? The table has many fields. If you can see here, the table has many fields like ID, created at, source, favorite, retweeted status, and then retweeted status is a complex type as we discussed in Hive class. Okay, Arpan is asking what does add do? Arpan, if you, we are registering a JARS UDF in our class path. Yeah, Arpan, you're right. We are telling Hive that use this UDF to read the contents of the file, which has JSON format. Okay, then there is a retweet status. It is a complex type. It will tell that what is the tweet and what is the screen name and number of times the message is retweeted. So all these things are there. So, we wrote this Hive query for you, and it is not wise to write this Hive query again. So we'll use it directly. I'll share this query with you. Probably you can look into this thing, and if you have any doubt, you can come back. Okay. We are creating an external table of tweets which have ID as begin, created date, source, favorited. Anybody has favorited that or not? Like I have favorited that or not? Or retweet status, and then different things like friend count, followers count, status, and all that. We create this table. Okay, JD can't get a connection, pool error. Could not create a validated object because read-only user. This user doesn't have root access. We have to do that add jar thing again then. Okay, that Hive table is created. Great. Okay, so now we'll load that data. Okay, there's a command written for that also. We'll use that. Why to type if we have that already? So we have that. Okay. So we'll not use local path. We'll use some HDFS path. So where had we put that into HDFS? Anybody remembers that? This is where I guess we had put that. Okay. Okay. I had created that file with different user. No, Arpan, here fields delimited not required because that part is being handled in JSON Serde. JSON JSON class that we added, right? Jar file that we added. That part is also because here there is no field delimited and all that. Reading of this JSON file has its own format, right? So we have already created a UDF for that. So we don't need a we don't need a specific field delimiter and all that for this thing. Okay, FS I have to put. Okay, great. Now I can run it in Hive. Okay, sorry. I don't have actually access to this folder. That's why I am getting this issue. It is saying JSON Serde doesn't exist. Okay, I have to probably add it again. Okay, data is loaded. Oh, okay, there is so many of things that got printed. We'll first describe this table. There are different columns: ID, created at, source string, favored, retweet status, text. We'll do select. So you can do many things actually with this thing. So this is the ID of the message that is sent, and these are the contents: bills, analytics, department, update, this thing. So if you see this stream, these are all the messages that we have. There are many messages, right? So slow. There are many messages. So now we want to know that how many of them are like, whose messages, which person's messages are most retweeted. So this is a command that we have already actually written for you guys. We can run this command. We will understand the meaning of this command. Okay guys, these are the results of our this thing. Cloudera, there are different. These are different companies' name, and Zaclub NVA is most followed group among all these guys. Tim Harford and StatFact. Cloudera is also among them. Cloudera got 22 retweets in the data that we have. So there are different entities. Like these are number of tweets that they got, and you can, from this data you can say Zaclub NVA is most famous if we consider the data that we have. So when you run I think Arpan asked this question. Manikant asked this question. Manikant asked the question, it is displaying total MapReduce jobs 3. What does it mean? So Manikant, what happens is, like, once you submit a query, Hive internally creates Java code out of that. So now it may be possible that the query result may come, in 1 MapReduce job, or it may need 2 MapReduce job, it may need 3 MapReduce job. It depends on what query that you have run and what code is generated out of that. So for this particular query, it was, we were doing group by, order by, group by thrice we were doing, right? And because of that, it has created 3. There was 2 group by and 1 order by. Because of that, it has created 3 3 jobs, MapReduce jobs. 1 finished here, and 2nd finished here, and 3rd finished here. So for all these operations that we mentioned in our in our SQL command, those were converted into a MapReduce job. Is it clear, Manikant? Manikant, there is a specific code already written by Facebook guys inside Hive. If depends on it completely depends on the syntax of your select query. So, and if you want a normal thumb rule, you can say as many as group by or joins you will put in your code. Then more are the joins and more are the order by, or more are group by things in your code, more will be the number of jobs. I'll show you an example actually. If I do select star from tweets, it is just reading that file and printing to me. Now if I select a specific column, then it has ran a single MapReduce job, right? So if I say select text from tweets, group by ID, okay, I have to mention ID also here. What is What is there? Leave ID, we will do it by source. Okay. We see the command here. So here also only one job is select columns equal to group by columns. Okay, Uday has is suggesting some solution. Select columns equal to group by columns. Okay. So if we do order, when we did order by, then still it was it had spawned only one job. So normally if you see the thumb rule, it is like one job for one order by, one job for each order by, join and group by, it will spawn one job. So that is the normal thumb rule. There's no specify the logic that you need to bother about that thing. Is it okay, Manikant? Did you get your answer? So you as a user of Hive, you don't have to bother about this thing. But thing is that if you still want that information, you can make a thumb rule that for every order by, group by and join, it creates one job. And if you are if you are selecting specific columns, then it will combine that with one of the order by, group by, or this thing. And if you are doing only select of some columns of data, then it will at least spawn one job for that. And if you are not, if you're doing select star from the whole table, then it will simply print the file to you. Is it clear, Manikant? Okay guys, this is what we were trying for you guys. Actually, there was some issue with the Flume, because of which we couldn't complete this thing very very happily, I would say. Okay, Uday has specified one thing. Yeah, great, Uday. Now it is working. I should have specified both the things. So there is only one group by here, even though select some specific columns are there. Okay, great guys. So we'll work on that Flume part. We'll see what exactly is the issue, because yesterday night when I tried, it was working, and now it is not even throwing any error. It is not throwing any error also. We'll again try if it will work. Flume. What are the next steps? Sorry. Okay, I would have given it right now, but I had to rush for a meeting right now. So let's connect at 6 o'clock. Okay. Okay, thank you. If okay, I'm trying to do that again. Okay, great. Now it is able to find out admin logout. I think there is some issue with my account with the Twitter, and admin is making me log out again and again. Okay. Arjit88 status this thing. I am not being allowed probably because of some issue. Okay. I think there is some issue because of which I am not able to connect with the it's better to close this thing, otherwise they will block my account. Okay guys, we'll work on this thing, Flume problem that we faced, and we'll give a complete flow to you guys. But all the other Hadoop related things are done. So we got that data into HDFS, we had the data externally, and we then put it into HDFS. Then we loaded that data into, we created some table, and we loaded the data into that table, and then we ran some queries on that data to find out who is the popular celebrity. So do you guys have any questions? Okay. Biru, Rohit, do you have any questions? So you guys actually can try this thing at home. I don't think that you will face the similar issue, because this issue seems to be specifically related to my ID, or seem to be some issue either with this machine, either this Cloudera guys have blocked the Twitter stuff to fetch data. There can be something related to the network, or there can be something related to my profile. If you ask me from steps and technical perspective, everything seems to be okay. So you guys should be able to do this thing. Okay, there is some question from Yogesh. How will you increase the size of a fetching file? My block size is around 128 MB. Okay, good question, Yogesh. So in your case, what you can do, I'll show you. Okay, where is that thing? Where is that Flume.txt? Okay. So you can increase the number of batch size, and there will be some memory thing also, like where you can specify in size of memory that how many by memory you can do that. Okay, Arpan, the default example that came with the Hive was related to that only. So you can have multiple web servers and you can fetch logs from those web servers to HDFS. For that you can use Flume. Now you guys are able to hear me? Hello? Hello? Are you guys are able to hear me? Okay, great. Now people are able to hear me. So first of all, I'll answer our friend. Just give me 1 minute. What was the question? Yogesh had a question. If my block size is 128 MB and I want to fetch data files large, how to do it with this thing? Because in this case, the files will be very small. So what you can do, Arpan, is like this file you can see here, right? So you can increase this number. This is the one thing that you can do. And there is one more property. Probably we can check that. Ruling size is the property name. I have to check the property name exactly. And you can specify in MBs that how much data when gets accumulated in temporary file, how much to roll out. Okay, Yogesh. And now Arpan, Arpan, for that also, if you want to fetch data from weblog servers and put it into HDFS, for that also you have to use Flume. Then there will be different configuration. I'll show you what will be the configuration. So you can use something called Avro. Avro is Avro client you can use. This is a sample configuration. No, this is different. Sorry, this is different. Not simple. Okay, I don't have that configuration file, Arpan. Otherwise, I would have shown you. So, what exactly actually you can do is, I can show a different example. User lib Flume. If you see here, so you have to mention like say web server or something other agent name, and you can mention source. You can mention the IP address and port on which you will be, through which you will be passing your logs or logs of that web server. There will be some port and IP address of that thing with which connecting with which. Okay, YV has a question. This jar contains only related to Twitter code, right? Yes, YV, you're right. This jar Flume source jar contains data only related to Twitter code. Okay, most of the time, YV you won't need that jar itself. Most of the time it will work without that also. Okay, Arpan, you had one question, right? I was answering that question. So Arpan, what you will do is like you will, mention your configuration in this thing. You will mention your configuration in this thing. You will mention your source, which will be web server, and you can mention your sink as HDFS. Then you will mention properties about your source. It may be some username, password may be required, some port number or some IP address may be required. All those properties you will mention here. Then if you want to mention a filter, that you can mention here that I want logs related to this date only, not other logs. Then you can mention, same properties you can mention properly for logs for HDFS. The rest is same. Like, Arpan, did you got your answer or you want more clarification? Okay, great. Okay. Do we need to install and run or put from related to things in class path of agent? So if you are writing a specific, source handler or like whatever we did here, then you have to do this thing, Arpan. Then you have to create a jar for that. You have to write code for that, and you have to put it into the class path of Flume. So to get logs from different machines, no changes on those machines required. Arpan, you will need a piece of software, which will expose that. Probably you will need a weblog server there, which will which will help you read logs from that machine using a IP address and port number. Like FTP, that may also be required. So you may set up a folder in that. What you can do is like as you're saying FTP, what you can do is like you may set up a folder in that machine, and what Flume will do, like Flume will keep on polling that folder, and as soon as there is new data in that folder, Flume will read that data and it will intimate flow. It will take that data and it will put it into HDFS. This is what you can do. So there will be a folder there, and the Flume can keep on polling that folder. And once there is a new data in that folder, Flume will with the help of FTP or any other mechanism, Flume will get that data and put it into HDFS. So yeah, something like tail operation in Unix. As soon as there will be new data, it will just put it on the console. Yes, very similar to that, Arpan. Great. Okay, guys, do you have any other doubts? Why we says no? So this was your last class. Okay, Uday asked one thing. Uday, can you repeat your question? I probably missed it as part of the stream. Okay, Uday, Yogesh has a question. Is it possible to get older data from Twitter? Yogesh, I think there is something called REST APIs that Twitter has to expose. You have to hit a kind of a REST call to Twitter for a specific date that you want data older than this date. Then you can fetch it. But the approach that we are taking, this approach only fetches the new data that is coming in. Uday is asking if is there any printed material for Hadoop from Ajureka? Is there any printed material for Hadoop from Ajureka? So what kind of, on what topic you want, Uday? On what topic you want this material? Oh, just reference material. I think these PPTs will be available to you throughout, even after you complete this session. So you can use these things as a reference material. On the today's topic, there is already a PPT which will be uploaded and shared with you guys. There is a PPT already. This will be shared and uploaded. It will be shared with you guys. Okay, Yogesh was saying that REST API site on Twitter. Yeah, Yogesh, using REST APIs, you can make a simpler call, HTTP calls, and you can fetch data from Twitter, LinkedIn, and all these sites. REST is a new kind of a protocol, Yogesh. So, like SOAP APIs are there, web services are there, right? So REST is used to write web services. It is a new protocol. It's not that new, but it's new compared to SOAP. Okay, Yogesh is asking if I am planning for certification, do Ajureka can provide some helpful information on sample questions? Okay, there is one more guy with me. Probably he can add things on this thing.
Hello all, you're already aware of me. My name is Vineet and I shall tell you that you guys have a blog. Okay, that is Ajureka blog. So ajureka.in/blog, you can go there first of all. And then again, I'll go to Hadoop tutorials. Okay. Now you can see there are different post interview questions, big, MapReduce. These questions are actually the basic fundamental questions that can be raised anywhere, even in the certification examinations. That will really help you out. Okay, so I hope this answers your question. Yogesh says, hey Vineet, hello Yogesh. Arpan says, for Cloudera exam 1 to 8 chapters from definitive guide is sufficient introduction. So Arpan also gives one input, that is you can go through the definitive guide, and yes, it is a really good book. That will really help you. Okay, Arpan says, I passed it last Saturday. Okay, congratulations then Arpan. So one is already through. I hope each and every one of you will be. What was your score, Arpan? Okay, he says 90. Great, Arpan. Very good. Okay then. So I'll just hand over the mic to Harjeet once again.
Arpan, congrats on clearing the certification, and welcome to the group also. So 90 is a very good number, Arpan. Arpan, everybody is congratulating you. YB has just congratulated you. Uday has also, and there are so much congrats that are pouring in for Arpan. Manikant, Bharani, everybody has congratulated. And Arpan has in single line, thanks to all. With smiley. Arpan, Yogesh is asking for some help on clearing that exam. And YV is also asking. Arpan is saying, put me on mic. So Arpan, I'm putting you on mic. You are unmuted, Arpan. You can speak. Hello.
Yeah, I see I'm unmuted. So hi guys, thanks first of all. And I was learning Hadoop from I think January and rigorously from February. I was following definitive guide. According to me, if you go through definitive guide 1 to 8 chapters, that is very much required. And for the pig, hive, zookeeper, HBase, only introduction is sufficient. So the mostly the questions will be tricky. Those will not be simple. For me, I had read the book for 3 times, and I went through many of the blogs and all the Edureka training materials also. But I feel if you do it regularly, like reading and practicing the programs, then it's not at all difficult. So this is my guidance.
Yogesh has a question for you. He's asking, did you clear CCA or CCD? I think you clear CCD, right? Cloudera certified for Hadoop developer. CCHT.
Yeah, CCD 410.
Yeah.
CCD 410. Yeah.
Yeah. Great, Arpan. So you guys can also go ahead and have do certification in this thing. Arpan, people are thanking you, man. And Biru is asking, what is the cost?
Cost is $295.
$295, everybody. Yeah, I think everybody can see you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Yeah. Thanks, Ajit.
Thanks, Arpan.
Yep. Thanks, everyone. Yep.
Great. So guys, anything else? YV says no. Okay, shall we close this session then? Thanks, Yogesh. Yeah. Thanks, Biru. Yeah, Vineet. Abhishek, everybody is saying thanks to you. Thanks, Arpan. Yep. Great. Okay, Vineet would like to say a few words.
Okay then guys, finally, okay, Arpan says I'll keep posting questions to support team. Absolutely, Arpan, you're most welcome, and you were the one who actually kept us running. You made us to find out new answers for you, which we didn't know. Okay, so it always added extra knowledge to us. Okay, so thank you all for coming to the course and staying with us till the 8-week course. Okay, the entire 8 week. It was a great session. So thank you all again. Bye bye, and hope to see you on support once again. I hope you'll be coming on support. Okay. YV says thanks a lot, Vineet. You're welcome. Manikan says thank you. Manikan says next week onwards I could not hear Edureka's voice. Sad. You can come up. There is another course available in Edureka. That is really helpful, guys. I just wanted to suggest, okay, now you have already done the Hadoop course, and if you just search out to the internet, you'll find that Edureka and R, it is a great combination. Sorry, Hadoop and R is a great combination, right? So you can go for R course, you can talk to Ankur, and he can give you the possible opportunities that are present for Hadoop plus R, right? So it'll absolutely give you something out, and it is really helpful. Okay, so you can look forward for the R analytics course. Manika and then the rest of you. Arpan says any discounts for existing students? Okay, that's a good question, but I don't have the answer to it. The only person who can answer it would be Ankur, and you are already aware of him, right? So ask him, he'll definitely find out something for you. He's a resourceful man. Okay. Okay then guys, looking forward that you'll come on. We'll find you in some other course, and you'll always find Vineet, Hisham and few of our team members always there, okay, to help you out. Okay then, bye bye, take care, thank you all. Wish you a very nice day.